Graders, this is Eureka Math, and we are in Module 6. This is Lesson 4, and our objective today is to name points using coordinate pairs. Use the coordinate plane pairs to plot points. Okay, so first of all, we're going to have a coordinate plane today, and we have our x-axis and our y-axis. At this point, this should be review, okay? And I'm going to plot 1 to 4 right here. I'm going to use whole numbers for this example. And if I'm going to name a point using coordinate pairs, that means I have to have an x and a y so that I can see where that will be on my coordinate plane. Okay, so let's say my coordinate pair is 3 and 2, and I'm going to call that point A. Okay, so the x-axis is here, 1, 2, 3, and the y is 2, so 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, there's my point, and I label it A. Okay, now this skill, being able to plot points, is something that we're going to use today to play Battleship. Okay, if you have ever played Battleship before, basically it's a giant coordinate plane, and what you do is you put your ships on the plane. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll call that one B. Okay, let's go to the Learn pages and we'll just go through the rules. So Battleship rules. Now, if you actually have the game of Battleship at home, that's cool. But in the board game, their coordinate plane is numbers and letters, okay? Today we're going to use numbers and numbers. So we're going to use our x and our y-axis. So just like on our pegboard for Battleship, okay, we're going to use a coordinate plane and a piece of paper to play Battleship so we can play it without the board game. Okay, and that's actually going to be your assignment today. It's to play with your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad or your grandpa or whoever's in your house and is available to play with you. Okay, so to sink all of your opponent's ships by correctly guessing their coordinates. Remember, coordinates look like that. Okay, so you need a grid sheet, which is here. And I think that they've probably given us a few more too if I go down. No? Just that one? Okay. There are some grid sheets available in your book, so you can find those pages. A red crayon or a marker for hits, a black crayon or marker for misses, and you can really use any two colors you want, just so long as you and your partner both know what's a hit, a golpe, and what's a miss, right? Meaning that they didn't hit your ship, okay? So you're gonna fold to place between two players or whatever you have so your player can't see your page, okay? Now, on your grid, and I'm gonna try and kind of make a big one here. I've got my x-axis here and my y-axis here. I need to plot a bunch of points. I need to plot one aircraft carrier, one battleship, one cruiser, one submarine, and one patrol boat. So I'm going to go 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to find that aircraft carrier and I'm going to plot 5 points that represent it. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, and 5, 1. And if I were to draw my aircraft carrier in, it would look like this. And its coordinate points are, what did I just say? X, so 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, and 5, 1, okay? And if I give you any of those coordinates, I'm going to make a hit on that boat, right? So if your partner says 2, 1, you would have to come over and you get out your red pen and you're going to go 2, 1, which is right here, and that is a hit, right? you're going to color it in red. All right, and you put all your boats on here, and you put them all in different places. Okay, maybe I want to go here, here, and here, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my coordinates would be 10 is the x, and then the y would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it might take a minute for you to set up your grid, right? But then after you have all 5 boats on there, then you can play back and forth. But write out all of the points for your boats so that you can just look at the numbers and know really quickly, okay? So with your opponent, so this could be your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother or Atom the dog, okay? But I know he cheats, right? With your opponent, choose a unit length and fractional unit for the coordinate plane, okay? So if you want to use fractions, you can. If you want to play the first time with whole numbers, because that makes things a little bit easier. But if you want to go fractions, okay, you can. You can go 10 and a half, whatever. Secretly select locations for your 5 ships so you draw them into your grid, okay? And don't tell your partner where they are. It's hard to do them diagonally, so they're all going to have to be either horizontal or vertical, okay? And then write down the coordinates for those. Remember, X is always first. And then after you have your board set up and your partner has their board set up, right? Right, so your ships can touch, but they can't be overlapping. Players take turns firing 1 shot to attack enemy ships. On your turn, call out the coordinates of your attacking shot. Record the coordinates. So, if we were in the classroom right now, I would set up my board and I would have Miss Andreina set up her board, or one of you kids set up your boards, and then I would play with you so that the other kids in the room could see. Okay? I don't have another person with me right now, so I would this is how it would go. I would call out 10, 8, and then your partner would go, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no! Hit! Right? Okay, and then it's their turn. And they're going to call out one of yours. Hopefully, they completely, so what color did we use? Completely miss. So if they say something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coordinate 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go to look for it, 1, 2, 6, 4, and that black dot is a miss, okay? All right. I think most of you probably played the board game. I know we have a set in the classroom, although we haven't been at school very much, so. Okay, take your turns. The first player to sink all of the opposite ships wins. If you want to play that long, if you get tired of playing, you can just see who sunk the most, okay? And there's a coordinate plane for you, okay? Now, if you want to use fractions, you can. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, however you want to do it. You can use whatever numbers you want. As long as you and your partner both use the same set. Okay? All right. So, here's your attack shots. You should keep track of your attacking them and then try to keep track of where their boats are on this one. So, if you have a way to print out this or you want to redraw it on another one for your partner, that'd be great. Okay? And there's your lesson 4 homework, which is exactly what the same problem set is. You and your partner are going to play. Okay, so you can do that all at once. And your exit ticket is pretty easy today. Fatima and Rihanna are playing Battleship. They label their axes using just whole numbers. Okay. Fatima's first guess is 2-2. Rihanna says hit. Give the coordinates of 4 points that Fatima might guess next. Now, some of your answers are going to be varied, but she wants to sink that ship. Okay, so what are the next 4 points that she could guess? And I would probably suggest going one in each direction, okay? Rihanna says hit for the points directly above and below 2, 2, 2. What are the coordinates that Fatima guessed? Okay, and there is only one right answer there. So, actually, there should really only be 4 answers here too. I don't think it's going to be as varied as I just announced. I think it should probably be the point above and the point below and the point to the left and the point to the right. Okay. All right. So, have fun with this assignment today. This should be a fun one. Okay. Have a great day.